Hey there everybody. So, if you guys saw my video earlier, I made a completely biased video of, the playoffs, but now I'm going to make an actually serious video of how I think the playoffs are going to go. So, okay, so let's just get right to it. So first off, we got the Raiders versus the Bengals. I personally think the Bengals are going to win this one. The Raiders, I mean, they barely snuck into the playoffs. They had to win that game against the Chargers in a night game. They haven't impressed me overall. They're like a team that doesn't exactly impress you in any certain areas, but they somehow still find a way to win. I don't know how they do it, but they do. So, however they do it, I'll applaud them because they still find a way to get the job done. But I still think the Bengals are going to win this game. Raiders, their back end, their secondary has been a bit weak at times, and I think Joe Burrow paired up with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are about to go off. That's a name. After Jamar Chase has been going completely off and he's getting all the credit which he deserves, T. Higgins has been like non-existent, even though T. Higgins is also a pretty damn good football player for that team. So I think that the Bengals are going to win this game. The biggest thing the Bengals have to worry about is their O-line. With Max Crosby coming off one end for the Raiders D-line and the Bengals O-line having trouble protecting Burrow in general, I think that that's the only thing you might have to worry about as a Bengals fan. But I still think the Bengals are probably going to win this game. Next up, we got the Patriots at Bills. I think the Patriots are going to win this game. I'm fearing that the game's going to be like 0 degrees. Like the weather's going to be like it might not, it's sub freezing. Like it's going to be freezing there. So last time it was one of these games, Patriots versus Bills, happened earlier this season, where it was just complete. I think it was windy or rainy or something. It was just really cold. The Patriots won because they just could run the ball down the Bills' throat, and I think it's going to happen again. Mac Jones hasn't exactly impressed me that much. He's getting the job done, but how well is he getting the job done? That's a uh, debate that you can have for another day. The Bills, I mean, obviously, Bill Belichick, a defensive-minded coach. This is going to be the third time he's seen Josh Allen. I think by now he's going to find a way how to shut down Josh Allen. And if they find a way to shut down Josh Allen, I think it's GG's. You can't exactly come down from that because Josh Allen's basically the biggest piece of that team. He's the biggest. He gives the biggest impact on that team. And if you shut him down, you can't do anything else because that run game is abysmal. Next up, we got the Steelers versus Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to win this one. Even Steelers players are saying that they don't believe they're going to win this game. And honestly, I heard people saying this. It was basically as if the Steelers Ravens game was like the Steelers playoff game. Like that was the game. Okay, you know what? Big Ben, he won his last game of the season. They snuck into the playoffs, but it's a nice way to sort of like the last dance for him. It was a nice way to finish off his career, but I don't see them being the Chiefs here. The Chiefs are just too dynamic. Um, Next up we got the Cardinals versus Rams. I think the Cardinals are going to win this one. The Rams' passing attacks have been looking pretty bad as of late, especially, or not even that bad. It's just that Matt Stafford, that gunslinger mentality, has been costing them a few games. Whether it's him throwing pick sixes, him throwing picks in general, it's just been not that great. So I would believe that the Cardinals are going to find a way to maybe force a few turnovers against the Rams. Maybe start getting some stuff moving on the Rams offense or defense. I think they're going to find a way to win this game. I have a gut feeling about this game. I have a feeling that the Cardinals are going to beat the Rams here. It's just a gut feeling, more than like backed up by analytics. Also, we got the Niners versus Cowboys, and okay, this is a tough one because no matter how, I think that even as an Eagles fan, I believe the Cowboys are a top 5 talented team in the NFL. The only problem though is that they need to perform when they need to. Um, yeah, they beat up against a back Eagles team last week, but that Eagles team was completely full with backups, and I guess sure it's good for heading into the playoffs, but they have Mike McCarthy as their head coach. I'm worried they're gonna mess up something, and as much praise as like Trayvon Diggs gets, for example, that defense has been playing good, but how good? Michael Parsons is debate not wait, what's the word? He's a unanimous, in my opinion, defensive player of the year or defensive rookie of the year because I feel like he's just been that good. He's been amazing. So that's what I think is gonna happen. But um, just the Steelers are not Steelers. Why am I saying Steelers? I'm tired. In case you guys can't tell. But the Cowboys, just in general, I'm getting bad vibes from them. It also might be because I'm an Eagles fan and I don't want to see them win. But I'm trying to execute. I'm trying to not have any bias in this because I already did my biased video earlier. But I'm just getting bad feelings from the Cowboys because you look at the 49ers, they have a bit of momentum going for them. I think they've won the like the last like 5 games. I want to say like they're on a pretty hot win streak. I want to say. So I feel like they have a more momentum, especially after that Rams game. And I think that they're just gonna pound the ball down the Cowboys' throats. Just run the ball, play some classic smash mouth football. And I think that they're gonna find a way to win this game. You, I guess I can also say, I'm not gonna be like every other Eagles fan saying that there's no way the Cowboys win this game. I still think the Cowboys might win this game, but I feel like the Niners are gonna have more of an impact on this game than the Cowboys do. Next up, we got the Eagles at Buccaneers, and I actually think the Eagles are gonna win this game. Um, I'm an Eagles fan, yeah, so you guys could say I have bias, but the Buccaneers haven't been impressing me as of late. They went down 24-10 against the Jets team at halftime. They beat up on a Panthers team that's been abysmal, um, and like they've been pretty bad. And I'm not impressed with the way I mean not exactly impressed, but Tom Brady, without all the weapons he has, I don't think it's a good recipe for success. I feel like uh without Chris Godwin, without Gronk, sure he has Mike Evans, sure he has Gronk, but that's only 2 weapons. And they could run the ball, on the Eagles with Leonard Fournette, but the Eagles' run defense has been playing pretty good as of late. Not like top 10 or anything, but they've been solid. They've been getting the job done. The place I'm worried about as an Eagles fan is our red zone defense and our third down defense because we haven't been impressive in that. We're like bottom of the league in those metrics. But I still feel like, looking at this game, I feel like this is going to be probably the biggest upset I can see happening this weekend, besides maybe the Patriots and Bills game. Because you have the Eagles who have been running the ball. They have a ton of momentum heading into this playoffs. They won the last. I want to say they're 5-2 or 6-2 in their last 8 games. Like something insane like that. And the only games they've lost in their past like last stretch was the Cowboys game in week 17 or week 18 where we benched all our starters, and a Chargers game where we lost by 3 points. Um, we've been playing pretty good as of late, and I feel like sure we had a soft schedule to end the year, but momentum can't be stopped. And if the Eagles look like they're a team that's has much more momentum on their side, and Tom Brady's playing with a bunch of rookie wide receivers on the field. What happens if he's not used to them? Well, what happens if he throws it where he's expecting the rookie to be when they're in another place, or let's say the receiver runs the wrong route and it leads to a turnover for the Eagles defense? I feel like this is just a game that's just it feels like here in Philly, people are getting ready for Eagles upset. So more people are hoping rather than believing. I'm more of a believer than a hoper. I feel like we're going to come out of this game as victorious. So that's how I see the wild card shaping out. Next, let's head on to the divisional round as we have first off the Bengals taking on the Chiefs. This is gonna be a nice rematch, but I think the Bengals are gonna come away with this one again. That passing game is just so damn good. I wish the Eagles had a passing game like that. And the Chiefs' pass defense hasn't been overall impressive. The Chiefs' offense obviously is really one of the better units in the NFL, but you can only go so far if your defense can't hold up. And to be fair, their defense has been playing pretty good. But Chiefs are also known to play down to their competition. You saw them almost lose to the Broncos of I want to say last week, and that's when they started all their starters too. So it's not like they benched their players. So the Chiefs are known for playing down to their competition. I feel like the Bengals are a sneaky good team that can win this game. So I have the Bengals being the Chiefs here, and we got the Patriots versus the Titans. This is a rematch of 2-3 years ago. I want to say when they beat the Patriots the last year Tom Brady was there in the wildcard round. I still think the Titans are going to win because they have Derrick Henry coming back. They have Derrick Henry, probably the best running back in the NFL, coming back from injury. That's a bad idea for the Patriots to go up against. And no matter how good this is going to be a game where the Patriots are going to be forced to throw the ball, and they're going to make an error because Mac Jones, he's only a rookie quarterback. He's a rookie quarterback going up in a playoff game. And sure, he might have had one game of experience by now, but that one game was basically just a throwaway game where they're only running the ball the whole game. He's going to actually have to pass the ball this game. The nerves are going to get to him. I can see the Titans winning this game. Next up, we got the Niners or Cardinals. I can see the Cardinals winning this game. Actually, I see the Niners winning this. Not Cardinals. I feel like the Cardinals are going to win this game. Especially because I think by then DeAndre Hopkins is going to be back too. And after DeAndre's back, DeAndre's their biggest weapon, and for good reason. I mean, the Texans, I have no clue what they're doing, but I feel like the Cardinals are going to win this game. especially against the 49ers. This is a divisional game, so they've had some experience playing against each other, and I'm just getting vibes that this could be one of those games where it's going to be close down to the wire because they're divisional teams, but the Cardinals are going to come out on top because they find a way to get lucky by stopping them on fourth down because they're running the ball, the Niners, or just something weird happens, and that's how the Cardinals win this game. Because with these divisional games, you never know. Next up, we got the Eagles at Packers, and this is where I think the Eagles run is going to end. I see the Packers winning this game. Going against the 1 seed, Aaron Rodgers, gonna be mad, gonna try winning a Super Bowl, and yeah, this is where the Eagles season's gonna end. I feel like, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm happy that we would. If we got here and lost to the Packers in the divisional round, I'm completely fine with that because the fact that we even made it this far is a lot better than anyone ever expected. So that's how I see this area playing out. The Packers just are a better team than the Eagles. They're gonna pass the ball over our pass defense because our pass defense, it's been okay. I also forgot to mention against the Eagles versus Buccaneers game, I'm really looking forward to see if Darius Slay plays one-on-one coverage with Mike Evans. I feel like that could be an interesting matchup to watch out for because Darius Slay is a Pro Bowl corner. I think did Mike Evans make the Pro Bowl? I don't think he did, but it's going to be a good matchup. So but yeah, for this Packers versus Eagles game, I think the Packers are going to shut down the Eagles. I feel like the Eagles might honestly have a better chance in this game than the Buccaneers game, strictly because the Packers' run defense hasn't been great, and we could find a way to win this game. But honestly, I'm not. I feel bad. I feel like it's a bad idea to bet against Aaron Rodgers. Believe me, I want the Eagles to win this one. I want the Eagles to go all the way to the Super Bowl. But realistically speaking, I see the Packers win this one. So next up in the conference championship game, we got the Bengals versus the Titans and the Packers versus the Cardinals. I can see the Titans or actually no, I see the Bengals winning this one. The Bengals are probably gonna find a way to get lucky, stop Derrick Henry, and go to the Super Bowl. And I see the Cardinals beating the Packers. I see that the Cardinals beating the Packers because earlier on this year, that game was really close. Packers barely snuck out of that game. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the Packers are probably going to win this one. They're going to have Jair back, I want to say. They're having a bunch of their star players back that have been injured this season. And honestly, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to try winning the Super Bowl. Will he win it? Well, we'll have to see next week. But I think that this game will be a closer one. Well, actually, let me just break it down a bit more in depth. So, we got the AFC conference game. We got Bengals versus Titans. Again, same thing I've been saying. That passing attack is just so damn good. And the Titans defense, they've been playing solid, but I mean, they almost had a comeback against the Titans, or not Titans, the Texans this weekend. It's been meh. I guess it's been up and down. I feel like the Bengals are gonna come out on top in this one because they're gonna get lucky. They're gonna find a way to stop Derrick Henry. That's what they're gonna commit to. And if they can find a way to stop Derrick Henry, Ryan Daniel hasn't been impressive this season compared to how impressive he's been in the previous seasons. He's still been putting up a pretty good stat line, but hasn't been as impressive on the field than compared to what his stat line shows. So, that's what I think is going to happen for the Titans. And for the Bengals, their offense is going to be unstoppable. In my opinion, they have a top 3 offense in the NFL. Like, that's a bold prediction, or like a bold take. But the Bengals have a top 3 offense in the NFL. Just that whole offensive attack. I wanted Jamar Chase as an Eagles fan, but realistically speaking, we probably weren't going to get him. So, it is what it is. But I'm fine with this playing out like that. Next up, and then for the NFC Championship game, I see the Packers winning this one. Aaron Rodgers is going to be he's going to want to go to the Super Bowl. And I think this is the year where the championship game curse goes away from the Packers. I can see Aaron Rodgers sort of having a last dance in Green Bay because reports are that he's going to leave after the season. And maybe the best way is for him to win a Super Bowl and then leave the team. Would be a nice way to set off into the sunset. Last time these teams played, the Packers came out on top because of a lucky pick. I want to say Rasul Douglas picked off Kyler Murray because AJ Green didn't look back at the ball. And I feel like the Packers are the more dominant team. The Cardinals, in my opinion, are lucky that they even got this far. But I think this is where their season ends. So we got the Super Bowl. We got the Packers versus the Bengals. So let's see. How do I see this playing out? I see the okay, this is actually gonna be a really good Super Bowl. I don't know who's gonna win this one. Earlier on in the season, the Packers barely beat the Bengals off a field goal, and that was when Joe Burrow wasn't exactly tearing it up. I see the Bengals winning the Super Bowl. It sounds crazy, but hear me out. I see that the Bengals passing attack, sure, the Packers have Jair Alexander, but I'm pretty sure they still have Kevin King on the other side. Eric Stokes is pretty good, but I see the Bengals passing attack stopping them. And another underrated piece in this offense that not a lot of people are remembering about is Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, when he's healthy, is a top 10 type running back in the NFL. And in my opinion, it's not even close. And he's just been injured this season, which is why he, not injured this whole season, but he's been, like, sort of like injured some weeks and not injured other weeks. It's been weird for him, but I feel like he's a really dominant player when he's on the field. And against the Packers' run defense, which has been suspect at times, I see the Bengals coming out on top in this one. And when the Packers are on offense, sure, the Bengals' pass defense hasn't been anything to write home about, especially their corners. But I think this game's going to be a shootout. And I think the Bengals are just going to have a better way of winning this game, especially with they're going to find a way to maybe shut the Bengals. Team is probably going to find a way to shut down Devontae Adams to some extent. He's still probably going to eat, but I still think they're going to find a way to shut him down to some extent. And I see the Bengals winning this Super Bowl. So here's what my bracket looks like. I want to say this would be the Bengals' first Super Bowl in their history. I may be wrong, but this is what I see happening. Let me just scroll up a bit. And there we go. So this is how I see this Super Bowl turning out, or like this playoffs turning out. So now hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, it's really hard to predict this perfectly, but I try my best, and hopefully you guys just enjoyed this video. I'm hoping the Eagles win the Super Bowl. I'm hoping we go all the way, but yeah, this is what I think is gonna happen. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please like the video. Subscribe if you guys want to see any more content. Not forcing you guys to anything. If you guys feel like it, you guys can subscribe. And hope I'll see you guys next time. Peace.